It's Ram Truck Month at A.J. Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Berwick. The refreshed Ram 1500 is the 2025 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. And this 2025 Laramie is $15,000 off MSRP. And this 2025 Tradesman Crew Cab is $15,000 off MSRP. It's your choice, Ram 1500 or 2500. Both are $15,000 off MSRP. Going on right now for Ram Truck Month at A.J. Doman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram at the foot of the Morgan City Bridge in Berwick.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Bayou Time. I'm your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you're joining us, we appreciate it very, very much. And we're always glad to get updates over from Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office. Best way to do that, Commander Lonnie Cavalier, thank you for joining us again.
Thanks for having us, Keith. Appreciate you.
I know it, man. You guys are working hard. Let's talk about this first one. Y'all be able to get off the street, Mr. Todd Lawrence Benoit.
It's Todd Lawrence Benoit, 38 of 340 Convent Street, Labradorville, Louisiana, was arrested on felony aggravated assault charges arising from a disturbance on Saturday in Labradorville. Deputies were dispatched to the Convent Street area in reference to a disturbance involving a gun. Deputies made contact with the complainants, who advised they went to a residence on Convent Street to retrieve the personal belongings to a former acquaintance of Todd Lawrence Benoit. While at the location, Todd Lawrence Benoit retrieved a firearm and pointed it in a threatening manner towards the complainants. Deputies were able to view electronic video footage of the incident corroborating the complainants' allegations. Deputies located Todd Lawrence Benoit at the incident location and arrested him. Deputies recovered a large caliber firearm. Todd Lawrence Benoit was booked into the Assumption Parish Detention Center on charges of aggravated assault with a firearm, 3 counts, prohibition on the possession of firearms by a person against whom a protective order is issued, and a fugitive warrant from Lafourche Parish for 3 counts of violating a protective order. Todd Lawrence Benoit posted a $180,000 commercial bond and was released to the custody of the Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Office and incarcerated on their charges.
And so we always appreciate that, being able to identify that very often when we have someone who's broken the law in your parish, he's broken the law in another parish as well, and able to coordinate with them. Yes, sir.
Worked out well, serious case.
Yes, sir. All right, I think we got another one, Mr. Williams, Mr. Trevante.
Yes. Trevante Darrell Williams, 35 of 222 Sophie Street, Labradorville, was arrested on warrants charging him with failure to appear in court on felony domestic abuse and gun law violations. Trevante Darrell Williams was previously arrested in Assumption Parish, and as a result of that arrest, was ordered to appear in court on September 3rd, 2024, and failed to do so. Warrants were issued for the arrest of Trevante Darrell Williams, who is currently incarcerated in the Lafourche Parish Correctional Center. Trevante Darrell Williams was transported to the Assumption Parish Detention Center on February 5th and booked on charges of failure to appear in court on September 3rd, 2024, on counts of domestic abuse, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Trevante Darrell Williams remains incarcerated with a cash bond only in the amount of $1,351.50 for failure to appear, and will be remanded to the custody of the Lafourche Parish Sheriff's Office upon satisfying our charges.
Very good. We appreciate that. And I think we have something that's a little bit more pressing, just a little bit more of a new release on another gentleman. Share that one with us if you don't mind, Commander.
Taranisha Hill, 30 of 513 Owen Street, Napoleonville, was arrested following a traffic stop near Belrose. A uniformed patrol deputy assigned to the ICE detail observed the vehicle near Belrose commit a traffic violation and initiated a stop of that vehicle. The deputy made contact with the driver identified as Taranisha Hill and engaged in an officer interview. During the investigative stop, deputies conducted a warrant check on Taranisha Darianka Hill and determined that Hill was wanted on felony charges related to a January 2nd incident at a residence on Marshall Lane near Napoleon. In that incident, deputies responded to a complaint of criminal damage to the interior of a home as well as a theft. As a result of that investigation, deputies observed extensive damages to the interior home. It was also noted that items of a personal nature with sentimental value had been stolen. Taranisha Hill was identified as one of multiple suspects. Deputies obtained warrants for Hill's arrest, which was effected at the site of the traffic stop recently. She was booked into the Assumption Parish Jail on charges of felony, criminal damage to property, and theft. Taranisha Hill remains incarcerated pending a bond hearing.
All right, and we've got one more. If we could go over Mr. Caden Luke Lacoste.
Yes, Ms. Caden Luke Lacoste, 17 of 104 Bayou Drive, Pierpont, was arrested on felony gun law violation arising from an incident in the 100 block of Bayou Drive early Wednesday morning in Pierpont. Uniformed patrol deputies were dispatched to the area to investigate reports of gunfire. Deputies interviewed persons in the area who indicated that shots appeared to be coming from a residence in the 100 block of Bayou Drive. While investigating the complaint, deputies heard multiple volleys of gunfire and were able to close in on the suspected location. Deputies located a shotgun, an open window, and an individual now identified as Caden Luke Lacoste inside the residence. Caden Luke Lacoste appeared to be intoxicated, and deputies did recover alcohol-related evidence. Caden Luke Lacoste was arrested and booked into the Assumption Parish Detention Center on charges of illegal use of weapons or dangerous instrumentalities, underage consumption of alcohol. We would like to stress in this particular case that there are medical issues related to Mr. Lacoste that have resulted in him being transported to a medical facility.
Yeah, and so it's one of those things where, we end up identifying a situation where, people hear gunshots, you go out to investigate, you end up finding out that it's a juvenile who's, got some alcohol issues and also some medical issues. So thank God you guys were involved. That situation could have gotten much worse very, very quickly.
Yes, and we hope to get him better. He has some medical issues, and he's been transported for treatment. Hopefully we can get him back on the right track. Yep. Good kid with absolutely no criminal record. And
right.
Unfortunately, this happened, but we hope to get him.
We'll take care of it. Commander, as always, we appreciate your time, and thanks for the updates.
Thanks.
Have a great day. All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment, but don't go anywhere. A lot more right here on Bayou Time.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System. Your health is our legacy. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bourke, know your rights.